The best way to go on a weight loss or health journey is to do it with a supportive network. But what if you don't have a supportive network? Today, we're going to talk about how to stick with your journey when you're doing it alone. Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Manya and I successfully lost about 30 pounds on WW in 2020 and 2021 and have kept off 20 of those pounds ever since. And essentially I did it by myself. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Although, as I mentioned in the intro, experts suggest that the best thing to do is always have a supportive network. Not all of us have that, including me, but I am proof that it is possible to still fulfill your goals all by yourself. Here are my best tips for getting that done. Tip number one, you have to decide that you're going to do it by yourself no matter what. Now, when I lost the weight, it was obviously during COVID for the most part. I started in mid-May of 2020 when I was still at home. Now, I wasn't at home as long as some of you, but I still decided just to do it one day. And while my husband was supportive in theory, he did not participate in my weight loss journey. I did that all by myself. And when I went back to work, I continued to do it all by myself. I wasn't part of meetings or a group. I had this channel in a lot of ways, and that was helpful, but really the channel has always felt like me imparting my wisdom to you, not as much of me finding motivation from the channel. And I think that the reason that I was successful was because I decided to do it all on my own, no matter what. It didn't matter what anyone else was eating around me. It didn't matter whether anyone noticed my weight loss or didn't notice it or commented on it or pressured me to eat food. I had decided that I was going to do it on my own, and that made a huge difference in my motivation. Tip number two, and this is a big one for me, and I hope you find it helpful, and that is to find comfort in eating a different meal than your family. This is still something that I do today. My ex-husband and I, well, he ate meat and I was a vegetarian, so we ate different foods. And now my current husband and I have very different palates. He loves super spicy food. He will just sit and eat a Scotch bonnet raw. He can barely taste salt on food that I find super salty. And so we've just fallen into a rhythm of eating different foods. And for some reason, and I can't speak for any other country, but in the US, we seem to think that when we sit down, we need to eat the same meal. I want to offer that the most important thing is that you're sitting down to eat together and that the food that each of you are eating really doesn't matter. Tip number three is, it is a trap, in my opinion, that when you change your goals and you go on a health journey or a weight loss journey, you naturally want everyone else to do the same. And that's just not realistic. I appreciate that you want everyone to lose weight. I also want people to lose weight. I also want people to get healthy. But the reality is that people will do it on their own time. So my third tip is to hope that your choices will have a positive impact on others, but don't worry about it too much. You can lose a lot of sleep and mental energy worrying about other people's problems when really you should just worry about your own. So go on your own health journey, your own weight loss journey, and have peace in that, and hope that your choices will influence other people, and be available to help if they ask, but you cannot pressure them. And in fact, if you live in a household where you are on a journey and everyone else is not, you pressuring them will only make things worse. And lastly, tip number 4 is Don't be a jerk about your weight loss journey. Don't criticize other people. And most importantly, find moments to join them so that you can still have some time where you're eating the same thing, specifically moments of indulgence. Now, I'm not saying this has to happen every day or even frequently. The reason you're going on a weight loss or a health journey is because you don't want to indulge very often. But when you do it with the ones that you love. Get that ice cream cone together and walk down the street licking your ice cream cones. Like, have it be a shared experience, which helps offset the times that you were more restrictive and maybe a little disappointing to them. Look, it shouldn't matter to them how you eat or what you eat, but the reality is that food is really communal. And so they may have feelings about the fact that you overnight changed how you eat and changed the parameters of the relationship. And so my advice would be to find some moments where you can join them in participating in the things that you used to enjoy together. What I'm trying to encourage you to do is feel the support from the people you love without them necessarily having to do everything that you do, especially as you're heading into the end of January when a lot of people want to quit their New Year's commitment to living a more healthy life. So let me know in the comments below, how do you handle this tension, if you will, when your family members or coworkers or friends are not on the same journey? What do you do, and how are you finding motivation? Thanks as always for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.